For quite a long time in the series, Gojo was undeniably the strongest. He was the unchallenged power ceiling that nobody within Jujutsu Kaisen could surpass. Now this was no accident, considering that he possessed what is still to be the most powerful curse technique in the entire story. What if I told you that Gojo's impressive powers actually have nothing to do with his curse technique, but the real reason that Gojo is so powerful is because of the 6 eyes that he possesses. And this is often a very overlooked aspect of Gojo's abilities due to how the 6 eyes are very subtle in their nature. I would even go as far as to say that Gojo would not be nearly as great as a Jujutsu sorcerer without possessing the 6 eyes. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down and analysing everything that there is to know about the true source of Gojo's power, the 6 eyes. Be sure to stick around until the very end of this video, as I'll be going over what makes the 6 eyes so special and why they are essential to the functioning of Gojo's curse technique. So without further delay, here is my video breaking down why the 6 eyes may just be the most powerful Jujutsu trait in the entirety of the Jujutsu Kaisen universe. Discover the Undead Collection and be amongst the very first to join us on our journey over at getsuga.com. So just what exactly are the 6 eyes? As the name suggests, this is an ocular trait which manifests exclusively within members of the Gojo clan. The 6 eyes take on the form of a pair of bright blue eyes which enhance the sensory abilities of the user to superhuman levels. The 6 eyes are an interesting addition to the rapidly growing catalogue of special eyes within anime. If there was anything that I would liken the 6 eyes to, then it would very much be the scarlet eyes of the Kurota clan from Hunter x Hunter or the Sharingan of the Uchiha clan from Naruto. Unlike these two examples, which are almost default ocular traits of their respective clans, the 6 eyes are an impossibly rare trait to manifest even among members of the Gojo clan. This is because the 6 eyes only ever manifest in a single member of the Gojo clan once every 100 years. And they are made even more rarer once you learn that there can only be one 6 eyes user within any generation. This is honestly a great design choice by Gege, because frankly the Jujutsu sorcerers would be way too overpowered if there were 10 users of the 6 eyes existing at any given time. So with there only being one user, it allows some breathing room for the threats of the Jujutsu Kaisen universe to even exist. Aside from the rarity of the 6 eyes, there's an even deeper layer to their origin. It is revealed that a user of the 6 eyes is born around the same time as the star plasma vessel. This alignment is not just mere coincidence, as it is believed to be a product of fate. The universe seemingly ensures that a 6 eyes user is present to protect Tengen and his vessel during their periodic mergers. This protector role is what we see Gojo fulfill during the Hidden Inventory arc. Throughout history, the constant alignment of the births of the 6 eyes users and the star plasma vessels has been tested many times. This suggests that fate plays a significant role in these rare occurrences. As we delve deeper into Jujutsu Kaisen, we learn about characters who have encountered 6 eyes users throughout history. Kenjaku in particular has a storied history with users of the 6 eyes trait, as he has fought 2 different 6 eyes users at very different points in the past, and he was defeated by both of them. This is an impressive testament to the power of the 6 eyes, considering that Kenjaku is an elite sorcerer. The fact that Kenjaku, despite being a formidable sorcerer, was defeated by 6 eyes users centuries apart, this indicates the unmatched power that is granted to a sorcerer by the trait of the 6 eyes. Even with centuries to prepare, Kenjaku could not find a counter to the 6 eyes. When the next 6 eyes user was born, it was no surprise that Kenjaku didn't even bother trying to fight them as an adult. Instead, he killed them when they were just a month old. To be honest, I can't blame Kenjaku for taking such drastic action, considering that even Gojo as a child was able to traumatize Toji completely. Kenjaku then also killed the star plasma vessel around the same time. However, shockingly, when the time for Tengen's next merger had arrived, a new 6 eyes user and star plasma vessel appeared just in time to fulfill their predestined role. souls. This proves that no matter what happens, there will always be a Six Eyes user to meet the needs of fate. After discussing the history of the Six Eyes, let's now delve into what the Six Eyes can actually do. At first glance, they may seem like typical anime special ocular abilities, which greatly enhance the user's perception, but the Six Eyes allow the user to see the flow of cursed energy in a manner that is similar to the Byakugan from Naruto. The Six Eyes can perceive multiple spectra and even process information at an atomic level. Remarkably, a Six Eyes user can see with their eyes closed or even blindfolded, which is a significant step above usual ocular abilities in anime. Jujutsu Kaisen also distinguishes clearly between cursed energy and entities that possess cursed energy versus those that do not. For example, domains are unable to detect individuals without cursed energy, nor can they restrict or affect them. Similarly, common sorcerers cannot detect individuals without cursed energy, just as Toji couldn't be detected by most sorcerers during his battles. However, the Six Eyes transcends this limitation and can in fact detect entities beyond just cursed energy. This ability is tied to how the Six Eyes perceives the flow of cursed energy, not just the energy itself, and this makes all the difference in a battle against a non-sorcerer. This ability is best shown by how Gojo was able to sense Toji with the Six Eyes even when he was a child. What exactly do the Six Eyes allow its user to perceive? Given its supernatural range of sight and sensory perception, we can deduce that the Six Eyes enable its user to see the flow of cursed energy along with the numerous interactions within it. This means any individual with the Six Eyes can fully understand most cursed techniques on a much more fundamental level than even the users of those techniques. For example, with the Six Eyes, Gojo could easily tell Haruta's cursed technique along with all of its respective mechanics, despite Haruta himself not fully understanding it. Since Haruta's technique involved using saved up miracles visually represented on his face, Gojo could have easily detected changes in the cursed energy stored within them. This makes the Six Eyes an indispensable tool in battle, as many fights in Jujutsu Kaisen come down to understanding the enemy's cursed technique. The Six Eyes grant their user a massive advantage from the onset of battle. Additionally, this deep insight into cursed energy can aid a Jujutsu sorcerer in learning new cursed techniques, as well as being able to see all of the complex and intricate interactions which are required to activate a non-exclusive cursed technique, which make it easier to replicate. All of this aligns with the information that we know about Gojo, who is the most explored Six Eyes user in Jujutsu Kaisen. This is why he can use so many complex techniques such as reverse curse technique, simple domain, and a falling blossom emotion technique. Despite his inability to teach these techniques to his students effectively, Gojo interacts with cursed energy on a much more hands-on level than most other sorcerers would ever be able to. As a result, he often lacks the ability to explain the complex techniques he uses comprehensively to the average Jujutsu sorcerer. This point is frequently highlighted throughout Jujutsu Kaisen, and it can largely be traced back to the immense power of the Six Eyes. While you might think that this is a lot, but this isn't all that the Six Eyes brings to the table. They also grant their user an unparalleled level of efficiency in utilizing cursed energy. As mentioned earlier, the Six Eyes allows their user to manipulate and perceive the flow of cursed energy at an atomic level. This means that theoretically, a Six Eyes user could calculate precisely how many atoms of cursed energy are needed to execute any technique. As a result, they would never need to waste cursed energy, and they would be able to operate with such efficiency that they would never run out of cursed energy at all. This implies that Gojo could continuously use his cursed technique indefinitely, a concept that Gege does show us after Gojo learns to keep his Limitless technique permanently active. This results in the final and arguably most important aspect of the Six Eyes, which is without the Six Eyes, it is essentially impossible to properly use the Gojo clan's main Jujutsu technique Limitless, and all of the abilities that fall under it. The Limitless technique requires a level of cursed energy control that no sorcerer can achieve without the precision offered by the Six Eyes. Which again, like I've mentioned for the 100th time, it's because the Six Eyes can perceive and manipulate cursed energy at an atomic scale. This explains why the birth of someone like Gojo was seen as such a monumental event that it shifted the balance of the Jujutsu world. He was the first individual in 400 years to be born with both the Six Eyes and the Limitless curse technique, as this signals the arrival of an unparalleled powerhouse. With such a truly unbeatable ability like the Six Eyes, it would be far too broken if it didn't have some sort of weakness. The major weakness of the Six Eyes is linked to its function. In exchange for granting its user incredible extrasensory abilities, the Six Eyes also burdens the brain with an overwhelming amount of information. This means that extended use of the Six Eyes can potentially burn out a sorcerer's brain due to the sheer amount of data that is being processed. This weakness can be counteracted in two main ways. The first method is simply by covering the eyes with a blindfold or something similar in order to limit the inflow of information. A more efficient solution though is learning reverse curse technique and using it to continually restore the brain. This is exactly what Gojo did after mastering the reverse curse technique. By blindfolding his eyes when he doesn't need the full power of the Six Eyes, he manages the information overload effectively. Overall, with such an immensely powerful tool in Gojo's arsenal, it's clear why Satoru Gojo is such a formidable sorcerer. His extraordinary abilities, largely attributed to the incredible power of the Six Eyes, makes him easily the most powerful sorcerer in existence. We've now reached the point of the video where I want to hand over the discussion to all of you. What do you guys think about the incredible Six Eyes ocular trait within Jujutsu Kaisen? If there's anything that I've forgotten to mention about the Six Eyes, then definitely let me know by continuing the discussion in the comments. And lastly, thank you for making it to the end of this video, and I cannot wait to see you in my next Jujutsu Kaisen explained video. A massive thank you goes out to all of my amazing Patreon supporters for helping to make this video possible. If you also want to support the channel and see your name in the end of my videos, then check out my Patreon, which has loads of perks like early video access and so much more. Thank you for sticking around till the end of the video, and whatever you contribute will mean a lot to me.